If you're a B2B, a coach, a consultant, an agency owner, or any kind of service provider, you need to ask yourself, are you actually fishing in the right pond? Because you might find that you're currently posting on Instagram, maybe you're trying TikTok and you're grinding away on Facebook, and you're doing everything that you're told, posting daily, creating content, and you're engaging, but the leads just aren't coming. And in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to reveal why your entire platform strategy might be fundamentally flawed and show you where 82% of your buyers are actually spending your time. And this is what I call the platform problem. You're putting in the work, but you're actually putting in the work on the wrong platform, which means that you're in front of the wrong audience. And as a result, it's like setting up a high-end steakhouse but at a vegan convention. And the result of that is that you're just going to feel burnt out because you're not seeing any actual ROI. And you're starting to then believe that social media just doesn't work for B2B, when the truth is it does, but only if you're in the right actual place. So the question becomes, well, where is the right place? Now let's look at the data. According to a study by Octopost, a staggering 80% of all B2B leads from social media come from LinkedIn, not Facebook, not Instagram or TikTok. They come from LinkedIn. Now, this isn't an opinion, it's a statistical fact. While you're fighting for attention amongst vacation photos and dance videos, your ideal clients, the decision makers with real purchasing power, they're on LinkedIn making business decisions. And this is because the user mindset is completely different. On platforms like Instagram or Facebook, people are in entertainment mode. They're looking for an escape, but on LinkedIn, they're actually in a professional growth-oriented mindset. They're actively looking for solutions, insights, and experts who can really solve their business problems. So you're not interrupting their leisure time. You're actually meeting them exactly where they're looking for help. So the conventional wisdom here is to just be everywhere. And that's actually terrible advice for most B2B companies, because it leads to fragmentation, it leads to burnout and average results across the board. The key to actually winning isn't being everywhere, it's being in the right place with consistency. One platform done exceptionally well will beat 6 platforms done poorly. So by focusing all of your energy on LinkedIn, you're then going to dominate your niche instead of just scratching the surface on multiple platforms. And this is where the first core belief comes to play, which is that LinkedIn is the platform for B2B lead generation. But that alone isn't enough. You actually have to win. And you don't win by having the biggest budget. You win by having the best position. So this brings us to the second core belief for the day. Authority positioning beats budget, because people buy from a perceived expert, not always the best or the most well-funded solution. So a study from the corporate executive board found that 65% of buyers choose the vendor who was first to add value and insight. Really, you want to take note of that. So your content on LinkedIn, your text posts, your impact cards, this is your primary tool for actually adding value. And by consistently sharing insights, frameworks, and a unique point of view, you're going to position yourself as the authority. You become the go-to expert in your field, making the competition's budget completely irrelevant. Now, this is how you build an authority engine that attracts warm inbound leads. It's not about expensive ad campaigns, it's about strategic value-driven content on the right platform. And if you'd like support implementing this type of system to generate leads on autopilot on LinkedIn, I'll leave a link in the description box below of this video for you to learn more about that. But you might be thinking to yourself, well, how do you actually build this type of authority? Now, you don't actually need fancy video production. We really encourage you to focus on 2 simple, powerful content types: text posts and what we call impact cards, and I'll explain a bit more. Now, text posts are for storytelling, sharing frameworks, your unique opinions, whereas impact cards, they're basically images, tweet style, where you share bold text-only images that deliver a single powerful statement. And they are quick to create, and they're highly effective at capturing attention and reinforcing your message. So I just want to recap this formula. First, you need to be on the right platform, and for B2B, that platform is LinkedIn. It's where your buyers are, and ultimately, it's where they're in the right type of mindset. Now, second, you win by not outspending, but by outpositioning. And you do this by consistently adding value and building authority through strategic content like text posts and impact cards. And this is how you attract high-ticket clients without a massive marketing budget. Imagine what it would feel like to have a predictable flow of warm inbound leads coming from one single platform without the constant content grind on platforms that aren't actually delivering for you. So no more wondering where your next client's going to come from. Ultimately, just a simple, effective system for attracting your ideal clients on LinkedIn. And this is not only possible, it's the reality for B2B providers who adopt this focused authority-first approach. Now, if this type of approach actually resonates with you and you'd like to see the full system for generating predictable leads on LinkedIn, I've put together a completely free training video which breaks down the exact framework. And in the training, you'll see a 3-pillar content strategy that teaches you basically how to build authority without burning out, and the conversion system that actually turns engagement to real book calls and qualified leads. And it's completely free. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box below of this video, and that will walk you through it. And also, if you found this particular video helpful, please do take a second to hit the like button, to leave a thoughtful comment, to share this with someone that you know, and also to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next video. And I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.